All right, I got a 2005 Dodge Ram 1500 here, and I'm going to be adding some key fobs to this. Now, it did not come with any key fobs, so not all of these third generation Dodges have this option for keyless entry, the 02 to 08. So how do we know we can even add keyless entry to this thing? So I'm going to show you. Now, we are going to have to remove a few things here, but this is pretty much a foolproof, almost 100% guarantee that you can add the keyless entry. And don't worry, if you do not have this feature, I'm going to tell you how you can add it. All right, first thing we're going to start with is removing this piece right here. And we'll just get this connector here. Go ahead and disconnect our negative. All right, now we're going to focus our attention in here. We've got a Phillips screw hiding right over here. Now, if you skip this step, you can break your dash bezel here. Don't ask how I know this. I'm just going to start giving this a tug right here. And I'm going to kind of work on this area over here as well. So you just want to, be delicate as you can. All right, so now I'm not going to disconnect all of these things here. We're just going to leave that as it is. Okay, I lied to y'all. I did disconnect this cigarette lighter. You got to push down real hard on that with this thing. And that allowed me to kind of fold it over here out of the way, just like so. All right, now I've got my key in here. I'm going to get this shifter down out of the way so we can work on this piece. And we're just going to start. Actually, I got to get the screws up here. All right, we just got a couple of Phillips here. I've got my short Phillips screwdriver. I'm really starting to get irritated at the sun glare here. I thought I was in a good spot. Okay, now we can start popping this loose. All right, now we're going to have 4 of these Phillips screws holding this. And we got another one down here. A couple more on this side. All right, now at this point we got it free. I may have to take some more off the column if I can't get it out here and give you a good visual. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take this column off here. I believe this is a T25. I wouldn't swear to it. This doesn't have it wrote on here. We got some of these little Torx. There's 3 of them. There went that one. This you just pull off like that. We got another one, I believe, right here. It's, I think, a machine screw that goes into the underneath there. And I just lost it. And we got another one over here. And then we'll take this shroud off that's being pesky. All right, let's just see if we can unsnap this now. Pop it around so that it just makes that little bit of a difference. All right, I'm reaching around here and unclipping these connectors, and you just have to trust me when I tell you that they are extremely hard to get loose. You got to press down and pull firmly on these connectors. Got one more, and it's fighting me here. But don't pull on your wires. Just pull on that connector. I'm trying to get this last one here. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see if this thing wants to slide out this way. There we go. Alright, this is what I want to show you. We're going to flip this around. And right there, this is your RKE module. So if you probably can just peek back there with a mirror. You don't have to go to this extent. But to be able to show you this, I do have to go to this extent. So this is what we're looking for. If you have this, then you have the keyless entry capability. And like I said, not all come with this. So let's suppose that yours does not have this module. Well, what you can do is simply take it off of a donor vehicle. Here's what it looks like off here. It's just this little, said go to a salvage yard, get you one of these, and if you don't have one, as long as you have that connector, like I said, I put one on a 2002, so I'm pretty sure they all come with this. And if not, I guess you could get you an instrument cluster, get the whole thing. But that just pops right in there, clips on, and you just push those out to pop it loose. All right, so I'm gonna spare y'all putting this back together. You see how, you know, I got in here to look at it. I'm gonna get it back together, and then we're gonna go ahead and get these key fobs programmed. Okay, before I program these key fobs, I just want to point out, you know, I know not everyone's going to have a scan tool to program these. There's options, you know. Dorman has a 99164 programming tool. I think it's around $50 to $60. You can program a key fob. Now, once you have one key fob, you can program another key fob without the programmer. Then you have the locksmith. Like I said, locksmiths in my area, it's like $50 per fob. Of course, that depends on the make and model. All right, I'm just going to get my VCI hooked up here. I know I say this in every video I make. When you get these key fobs, get the ones that have the OEM electronics. This is not an OEM shell. It's just an aftermarket shell, but who cares? These are refurbished OEM Dodge electronics. So these are going to hold up the best. And I'll always leave the links. I'm just going to follow the prompt with the key. This is not a transponder key. This is the black key. It does not have the transponder. It's just going to pull up the VIN. All right, so I already read the VIN, got the VIN, clicked OK. All right, it says it failed, so we'll try to do manual. All I've done is just selected the year range. Wasn't wanting to read the VIN. All right, now we're getting somewhere. I'm going to go in to read immobilizer password. It just said switch the ignition off and then back on. Okay, it's telling me it's not supported, so something's not, we didn't go into the right thing or something. You're going to have to give me a minute to figure this out. All right, so here we are after some time. Did get these programmed. I was going into the wrong function. On these older Dodges, there's not a BCM, and it's much more simple, so you have to go into manually input everything. It's, you know, it's pretty simple. You could even do this with a basic scan tool like an MX808 or something like that, but just so you can So it was really simple once I went into the right menu. I won't bore you with the details. Everything's working. Now the panic button on this is just flashing lights. So this video is going to pertain to the 2002 to 2005. So if you have that year range and you don't know if you can add keyless entry or not, well, this is, the way to find out. That's the main point in this video. So check for that RKey module, and if you have that, then you can go to a locksmith. If you get one of these programmed, then you can program the other one yourself, or you can get the Dorman kit and program one without having to go to the locksmith. I'll leave a link to that. Now on the 2006 to 2008, they switched things up and they added the BCM, and so it's a little bit more complicated, and some of those had keyless entry and I believe some didn't, so it's a little bit more involved, I believe, in order to get keyless entry on those, but the 02 to 05 is pretty simple. So it is just nice to have when it's raining, more especially. It's sure nice to have. The last thing you want to be doing when it's pouring rain is digging your key out and trying to get it in the door and get it unlocked. So I'm happy now I have 2 working key fobs, and that's the way it is with a lot of these older trucks. The key fobs have been lost, damaged, or maybe they just never had one. I will also leave a link where I got these fobs. They were only, I believe, $25 for this pair. And these come with new batteries and, like I said, the OEM electronics. So that's going to do it for this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.